What the flip is up, tubers?
Yeah!
My room is actually disgusting. It gives me a stomach ache just looking around. There's Tapatio in the shot. Toilet paper, I wasn't like wiping myself in here. I was blowing my nose. I promise I'll clean. I'm not like this disgusting. I've just been a sick bitch. I have been immobile. This is the first day I've been able to move around.
It's been bad.
But I'm still gonna film because I love you, care about you. I'm just gonna do my makeup for you guys and talk. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna moisturize. I usually use Pond's dry skin cream, but I think I left it in my hotel at Playlist. So I'm just using Mario Badescu. Get a beauty blender, get it wet, and I don't know what color my foundation is. I got a spray tan and it looks awful. Like, I got a spray tan a few days before Playlist, but I ended up looking like an orangutan. So I'm just gonna use sand. Okay, this kind of matches. I kind of like this. Okay, so basically, I went to Playlist Live Tri-State and it was really, really fun. But I just want to talk about the plane rides for a second because it truly baffled me, the entire experience. Playlist Live paid for my flight, but they got me a middle seat on the way there, and I was like, fuck no, baby. I went ahead and I upgraded myself. That shit cost me $100, but honestly, it was so worth it because let me explain, bitch. I get on this flight and I have the whole row to myself, you guys. And I want you to know that this flight is like 5.5 or 6 hours long, and I get the whole row to myself. That is so rare. It is heaven. I'm sprawled out, just laying down. I'm feeling great about myself. I'm just like, this is God telling me,
Sarah, you're gonna have a great weekend, girly. Here you go, treat yourself, have fun.
And I was like, thanks, God. Not only did I have a whole row to myself, I had a TV. I had a TV in front. Well, everyone had a TV. I'm not special, but like the fact that there were TVs on this flight. And not only were there TVs on this flight, I was on Virgin Airlines, so it was so aesthetically pleasing in the plane. It was like purple and blue lights that lit up throughout the plane. It was so chill. I thought I was in a club, not a club, but just like a chill ass lounge, and I was like laying down. It was so sick. There were blankets. They gave out blankets to us, and this wasn't even first class. Like, everyone got blankets. It was so chill. And so I'm scrolling through the movies and I saw Avatar. Avatar is one of the most aesthetically pleasing, beautiful, interesting movie. That like vibrated my whole body. Most interesting movies. I haven't seen, I was about to say Adderall. I haven't seen Avatar since I was like 12, but I just remember it being so beautiful. It's also 3 hours long, so it would take up most of the flight. So I'm like, let's do it, bitch. I shove my headphones in my ears and I'm just enjoying this shit. And as I'm watching Avatar, the lady through the intercom or whatever, and she's like, hey guys, so we're now like 30 minutes into the flight. If you go on the TV things in front of you, you can order alcohol or like beverages or snacks right now, and you can only do it right now. So make sure you do that right now. So I was like loading my cart up. I was like adding everything to my cart. I got 2 like mini bottles of wine. I got 2 shots of tequila. I was like, I'm about to be on this flight for 6 hours. Like, you know I'm getting crunk. Like, I'm getting faded. I've never gotten drunk on a plane before. Might as well be now. I'm so comfy. So I get a bunch of alcohol, a bunch of snacks. I got like a whole, it was kind of like an adult Lunchable, I want to say. Like crackers and cheese, assorted vegetables. There's like celery, peanut butter. It was really yummy stuff. There's like grapes. The lady tapped me on the shoulder and she was like, is all of this stuff for you? She had like an entire tray of just like alcohol and assorted cheeses, and I was like, yeah, I was kind of embarrassed because everyone else just got like 1 little thing of wine or like 1 shot of whiskey or like, you know, like a soda, because she said that you can only purchase it 1 time. So I was just stocking up, you know. I'll insert some pictures of me just getting faded on this plane, y'all. I was loving life. Now that I'm older and I like appreciate cinema, I appreciate the fine arts. I was just really embellishing in Avatar and appreciating the special effects. That shit's so beautiful. Anyway, so I got pretty crunk. I got so drunk, I fell asleep, and I was knocked out the entire plane ride. It was so sick. And then I woke up to the beautiful lady's voice saying that we have arrived. Do I not have concealer? Damn it. I have this stuff, but I do not think this is gonna be my color. This will do. It's not NARS potential, but it'll do. It's not Tarte Shape Tape potential. But anyway, yeah, so I woke up, got off the plane, met up with Ryan, he had an earlier flight, and went to Playlist. It was really, really fun. I had a great time meeting you girlies. You guys are so cute every single time. I had a panel that I actually went to. If you guys don't remember, Playlist Orlando, I had a mental health panel, and I didn't show up because of my mental health. So then arrived Sunday morning. Sunday morning, rain is falling. So Sunday morning happens and I wake up to my sweet, sweet friend punching me in the arm saying,
"Bitch, isn't your flight at 10?
Don't you have to be at the airport?" And I was like, oh, fuck. Shout out to you, Caitlin. Thanks for waking my ass up. When I arose from my unconscious state, I realized that, my throat was hurting. Couldn't really swallow. I just kind of shook it off and like, I didn't really think about it and I just packed my shit up really quick and I'm on my way to the airport. And I'm just like, maybe I'm just really dehydrated. Maybe I just like lost my voice from Playlist. I took some Dayquil. Nothing helped. My throat was still on fire. On fire for Jesus. It's like that first stage of getting sick, you know, where it's just like really uncomfortable. It's not like you feel all of the symptoms, but you know they're coming. Feeling that in the airport, waiting at my gate. It's so packed. There's so many people, and like every single seat is taken at every single gate. There's only like 5 or 6 gates. My gate was really hot. Like in that area was really, really warm because it was right next to a Wendy's and there was like the fryers from Wendy's. So I just kind of sat down on the floor. This is misery. I am in misery. Why is everything I'm saying relating to a Maroon 5 song? Finally, 2 hours pass and I'm drenched in sweat from sitting next to the Wendy's. Like, everyone had like newspaper fans or like their books and everyone's just like, just like chugging water. It was a nightmare. So then finally we get on the plane and I'm walking to my seat and I notice that I am in the middle. I'm in a middle seat. I get really, really claustrophobic on planes and I'm sitting next to these 2 men. These 2 men were also just like sweaty creatures and I was sweaty too because on the plane it was really hot as well. The guy next to me just kind of smelled bad. He had BO and I was just like, okay, this is gonna be a long ass ride. There was a TV on this flight. I just was not in the mood to watch anything. I was really hungover and I felt really sick. My ears were kind of hurting from the sickness starting and I just didn't want to have any noise in my ears. Also really hungover and shit. All I wanted to do was sleep. All I wanted to do was just close my eyes and shut off the world. So I'm sitting there and the plane starts, alright? The plane's going, we're in the air. There's like 2 armrests next to me and thank God they didn't have their arms on the armrests. I'm going like this, it's hurting my neck, so I switch over to this side. Can't do it. I'm going like this. And I'm switching every like 2 minutes and I'm just so uncomfortable. I'm like squirming around, just like trying to find something that's comfortable. I almost asked one of the guys if I could sleep on his shoulder, but I knew that would just be super weird. They were just older men and I'm just like, ah! And I'm just like in the middle of these guys. I'm so claustrophobic, I just want to like scream. I'm getting so sick too. And I was like, oh my god, fuck everything. I just wanted to like lay in the aisle. Like I just wanted to just spread myself. But I couldn't. And it was only like the first 30 minutes in the flight and I'm just like looking at the clock on the screen and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be the longest 6 hours of my life. This sucks. I finally was just like, it, there's nothing I can do. I'll just try to watch a movie. So I put on Lady Bird. That shit was good. Great movie. Very emotional. I actually watched Midnight Sun and then Lady Bird second. When I heard the lady in the intercom say that we were about to land, I wanted to like scream out loud. It took everything in me not to scream like, yes! Yeah, baby! Or just like start clapping, just like, ah, hallelujah. Thank you, God. I just don't know what switched. I was having the most blissful time on my way there, just sprawled out, laying down, getting drunk, watching Avatar. Complete bliss to complete misery. That was the worst. It was the weirdest contrast of my life, and it was so abrupt. I forgot to mention that homeboy next to me, either the ones next to me or in front of me or behind me, their butthole was erupting every 30 minutes, and it would burn my nose hairs and everyone around me's nose hairs. It was the worst! It was the worst feeling. And I know I just sound like an ungrateful bitch, because a lot of people have never even been on an airplane before, and I'm just like lucky that I even got to do that. And I am grateful for everything else. Like, I'm thank you playlist for even giving me an opportunity. But like, holy shit, I'm grateful. There was a scene in Lady Bird where she's like getting in bed, and I was getting jealous. I actually felt jealousy in my heart. There was like a fire in my soul, and I was getting angry. She was able to get in her jammies and like lay in bed, and as she's laying in bed, I was so angry. I was daydreaming of me laying in bed for the first time after this flight. So I get off the plane, had to call an Uber. I really just wanted to fall asleep in the Uber, so I get in the Uber and I kind of like close my eyes, and the dude starts talking to me. Ah! Usually I love talking to the Ubers. I like getting to know my Ubers, but this was the worst freaking time. I didn't act like a bitch, but I was being really short. You know, when you get in an Uber and they ask after like a long trip,
So, where'd you come from?
and then I had to explain the YouTube convention and YouTube and shit as my head is pounding. I just want to fucking
Close my eyes.
But this man was so sweet. And I'm too nice to say like, hey dude, can you just stop talking to me? Can you stop asking me questions? We had some good giggles here and there, but in my mind I'm like, please stop asking me questions, man. I'm just trying to catch a snooze. Finally, I think halfway through, he got the message. He could see in his mirror that I had my eyes closed. I got home, got in bed, everything was toasty, and I felt like I was in a nice womb, in a nice cocoon. I felt good, and before I keep talking, I'm gonna get on my chocolate gold palette by Too Faced. I wake up the next morning to me coughing my lungs out. Mucus City. It was painful to just say a word out loud. And I'm not gonna make this a pity party, but yeah, I was really freaking sick. It was not a cute day. So I just stayed in bed all day in hell. I thought me and God were really on good terms. Like, I thought me and God were on the same page. He's like, have a great weekend, bitch. I don't know what I did during Playlist Live to make God just take all of my joy back. He stripped it back really quick. Oh, I forgot to contour. What the fuck? I use this palette every single time. Anastasia Contour Kit. So I use this. They gave these eyeliners away at Playlist just for free. It's Tarte. Are you kidding me? Liquid eyeshadow. It's from Stila. So I have the colors Kitten Karma, Smoky Storm, Into the Blue. Oh my god. It's like a mermaid. It's so pretty. This one's Kitten Karma. I don't know if you guys really get the full effect. This one's more brown. I'm gonna put this one on my lids. I feel like the JoJo Siwa glitter is a good dupe. You're gonna take your favorite lashes. I had to stick mine in here. I don't understand the point of putting eyelashes on with tweezers. Can someone educate me on why this is a thing? See, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let's talk about Shane Dawson. What a legend, right? The series that he's doing right now, Jake Paul, oh my god. I really dislike the fact that people are giving him hate over this series because it's Jake Paul and people don't want to watch his content. Listen, I don't want to watch Jake Paul's content either. But this isn't just watching Jake Paul's content. Shane is picking his mind and figuring out why he is the way he is. Shane is the first person to literally look around and be like, is no one gonna ask? Is no one willing to ask, like, what's wrong with this kid? If no one's gonna do it, I guess I'll do it. And who better than Shane? People are like, I'm just so annoyed that he's getting a platform. It's like everybody knows who Jake Paul is. It's not like he's gonna gain fans from this. If anything, people are gonna realize how crazy he is. Someone who's really into psychology. I know Shane's the same way. If I had Shane's platform, I would do the same thing. Like, if I was as big as Shane, I would probably be making the same content, trying to understand why Jake Paul is the way he is, why he's so manipulative, and why so many people just quit the Team 10 house, and what actually happens in the Team 10 house. But no one knows, and the fact that Shane is actually taking that next step and figuring it out is so cool. I also love sociopath talk. Me and my friend Ryan talk about it all the time. We think it's so interesting, and like, we're figuring out if Jake Paul's a sociopath. I love it! Jake Paul acting like this, young kids watch his content, and we don't want more Jake Pauls. And Shane is trying to put a stop to it. Shane is just out here trying to do good in the world, and I love that shit. I love Shane and the way his content changed, and I'm so proud of him. An 8-part series? 8-part series dissecting Jake Paul's shit. Like, that's exactly what I've been wanting. The whole thing with Greg Paul, ugh, ew. If you guys don't know, it's some nasty shit that's happening with Greg. Ew. Oh, oh my god, someone found a sex tape with a 15-year-old. Greg Paul is Jake and Logan's dad, who is married. I think he's married. I don't know, don't quote me. But oh my god, that's disgusting. A 15-year-old? It's not like proven if she's 15, but I guess she's like definitely a minor, but they said 15. Ugh. If that is what's happening, oh my god, ew, what is wrong with that family? And I am just so happy that Shane is making this series because I just want to know what the hell happened to Jake. His dad is f***ing insane and disgusting. I just cannot believe the fact that Jake and Paul were raised by that, and I just want them to get help. Because like, yeah, you can sit around and say like, I'm not gonna support this, Shane. This is the first series that I'm not gonna watch. I don't want to sit here and watch you try to like make Jake out to be a good guy. And Jake makes cringy ass videos and he's an awful person, yes, but let's try to figure out why he is that way and get him help. And no one deserves to be hated by the entire world, go through all of these mental struggles. Someone help them. Thank you for being the one person that's brave enough to like take on this challenge and make this docuseries about Jake, who is such a controversial person and such a controversial topic. And first episode got 4 million views in 6 hours. That's crazy. I don't know, man. I'm just proud of him and so happy that he's happy making this type of content. In the docuseries, he adds pinches of his humor. He still shows that he is a comedian, like still a funny guy, but he also has a serious side where he cares about people. And I think that's really, really cool. He's just like a huge inspiration to me. I just love him so much. I've been a subscriber for years, since his skits back in like 2008. And ever since then, like, I've been rocking with him, just watching him. He's the reason why I started YouTube, honestly, and I know like every YouTuber says that. And I just can't wait to see where this series goes. But yeah, I think that's it for this look. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little sit-down story time video. I just like sitting down talking to you guys about life, rambling. This is like all I can physically do and mentally do right now. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Call or text your parents. They love ya. They care about you. Love you guys.